You ready to go, buddy? You ready to go? Yeah, you hit the road. I've been single now for about 8 years, or maybe 9 years. I don't know, it's been a long time, and it's been one heck of a fun journey. I find that being alone, I'm a way better person. That I don't have anybody else to worry about but myself. And I do me very well. And it took breaking up with her to realize that. To realize that I'm better off out here by myself. Like the tattoo I want to get on my chest that says better off alone. And I believe that to be true. At this very point in my life, that statement is completely true. Sure, there's been girls inside and out of my life throughout this van life journey. But the very same day, I always find myself back in my van driving down a road somewhere off to discover another little piece of me. This shot right here, seeing my van with me, my dog, and my home on the side of a backcountry road, now that, my friends, makes me happy. These doors clear the picnic table. Ah, yeah. Hey, Cruzy, come on, buddy. Look where we are, Cruz. Look where we are. Wow. Did this foggy morning ever turn out to be an amazing afternoon? We've all heard the saying that life is better when you share it with somebody else. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, because I've shared my life with many people. And I find that sharing my life with myself is just way better. And I kind of am sharing it with other people. Hey, all of you are here, isn't it? And I don't have to deal with your grumpy mornings or your, I don't want to use swear words on my channel, but your day. You know what I mean? I get to wake up and do what I want to do. And if that means find a little spot by a lake and play on a swing that's strapped to a tiny little branch on a tree that shouldn't hold a 245-pound guy, then so freaking be it. I ain't got to worry about anybody else waking up, being grumpy, messing with my day. Welcome to single life, baby. It ain't that bad. Nothing like a grown man on a swing. Weirdos unite, baby. So the rope swing did quite well. It's only attached to that stubby little branch right there. It stops right there. Right there. It's little. When I get on it, you can see the whole branch kind of. Good job, branch. Places like this, when there's nobody around, makes it feel like it's your own private property. Nobody around to bother you. A day this damn beautiful. Oh. There's another swing over here. It's just a little one. I am not about to get on this one. It's really high off the ground. Spending those few days working on the ambulance, man, it's a little different for me this time having the ambulance project, because when I built my van out, all the stuff I did at the beginning was like little bits at a time. Like you work a couple hours here, a couple hours there every day. Then after a while, we ended up teaming up with some great people and just built it all out properly. And all I had to do was run around with my camera and film it all. Now here we are, square one, building that ambulance as a project. It's all these initial things that are the hard labor, because there's a lot of things in this ambulance project that's going forward that'll be done by other people like J5 Custom Vans, and maybe if that ambulance ever makes it to Ontario, Ray Outfitted and Overland Interiors. I'm not really sure about the whole plan with this project, but I do know that I really deserve a little downtime. Is that sad that a couple days of like labor work and I'm ready for a vacation already? So how hard is it to pick up a girl while you live in a van? Well, pretty easy, because chicks love guys that are doing something different and amazing with their lives. So all you really gotta do is say, "Good morning, beautiful," and bada boom, bada bang. Done deal. Okay, maybe it's not that easy. Back on half raw food, half kibble. This Jetboil I bought, I got a feeling that this thing is consuming less propane than my other one did butane. Maybe it's because, I don't know. You see, I think because on here you can adjust the temperature super precise, that you're not wasting fuel to cook the food that you actually need. These Jetboils aren't cheap, man. This thing was like $275 or something bonkers like that. But I'm finding that these propane bottles are lasting longer than they normally would. I've been cooking outside as much as I can these days. On a normal burner, you'd go from off before you get to high. Look at all the precision you have all the way in between here. Like, you can dial this thing right in to like the perfect temperature. Heck yeah. I love this thing. It was one of those purchases that you were like, well, do I spend that much money on just this little one burner? That thing, baby, Jetboil, so worth it. In all honesty, a lot of people ask about that. What do I do when I meet a girl? Do I tell her straight out the gate that I live in my van, or do you wait till date 2, 3, or 4? Or do you not tell her at all until, it gets serious? And to be honest, you gotta tell them right after you tell them what your name is. Like, literally right out the gate. Why? 1, it's fun. It's fun to wait and see their reaction. You're like, "Hey, beautiful, what's your name?" She's like, "Hi, my name is Cindy." I'm like, "Hey, Cindy, my name is Chrome, and I live in my van." And just stare at her and see what she says. Chances are she's like, "You live in a van?" I'm like, "Heck yes, I do." She's gonna tell you one of two things. Ew, you're homeless? Then tell her to move out of the way and peace out. Or 95% of the time, she's gonna be like, "Oh, this is a cool dude." Why? Because you're finally somebody that's gonna sit across from her over dinner, over coffee, or just out for a nice walk and actually have a legitimate, real story to tell. Not the typical dude that's gonna talk about his big truck and his job and blah, 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 blah. You legitimately have a story to tell. And I don't know why I'm giving you relationship advice, because here I am, standing there with my hands on my hips by my van doing single things.
Look at that big butt.
And now we're looking at animal butts? Come on now.
We got some elk in front of us. I think those are elk. Look at the big butt.
What's up, buddy? Put them all in there, buddy. Hi, guys.
This place has a lot of elk. There's some more. There's some more over here, buddy. There's 3 more. Right there. Right there, buddy. 1, 3, 1. Sorry, buddy. Don't mean to scare you. 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a whole bunch of them down there. Another one down at 6. This has got a squeak in it. How awesome is it to open up your shirt cupboard and be able to see all your shirts? Do I want to wear the Cruisy Bear one today? It's right there. My Weirdos Unite sneakers. My What's Up Weirdos. This is awesome. Don't judge me. I have a lot of shirts. These are all my shirts from my store. So I consider all this just over promoting my merchandise. This one. My only blue shirt. Come on. I need 2 hands. The only blue shirt in my entire collection. We have so many new designs out right now. Van life. Yep, I shit in a bucket. Look at that awesome design. So this was the first one printed, because I always, as soon as the designers are done, I like to print a shirt so I can see what it looks like before the product goes out in our store. This has been changed since this logo was created. Now, this one has my van poking out right there. It's got my van in the background now. So this one will be on our store soon. Maybe it's on our store right now. Soon. So good, right? I got like 30 shirts in that cupboard. 30. I consider it advertising though, because if I ever bump into somebody on the street and they're like, hey man, I love that shirt, I go into my wallet, I grab my business cards, my YouTube channel's on one side, and I'm like, bam, Van Life clothing. You get it at vancityvanlife.ca. That's why I keep so much of my stuff, and you know, because then I like to wear them on my channel, because these are some pretty cool shirts to be rocking. And if I don't wear them, then you probably won't wear them either. Anyway, guys, we had to come back to town because I needed to stay closer to a stronger cell phone connection. My mom's back in the hospital. She's been in the hospital now for, I don't know, let me catch you guys up on the whole story. My mom went into the hospital before Christmas. And if you guys caught the video not that long ago, my mom was in a video, what was that, like a couple weeks ago? And me and my daughter had Christmas at my mom's house in April. She's been in there that long. So the story's been, she's went in there in like November. She got back out once. She was home for a day. She fell. She went back in the next day, and she was in there for another month or so. And then they released her again. This time they put, we ripped out her front room apart and put in a bed, a hospital bed with a crane above it, so she can get out of the bed into her chair on her own, but using the crane. And she was home for 4 days, I think that time was. And she had an oxygen thing on her face, and she lit up a smoke while wearing the oxygen tank, and that thing caught on fire. She threw it on the ground. It burnt her carpet in her apartment, burnt a blanket that was on the floor, and she's lucky that's as far as that went, because that could have been really nasty. So she went back into the hospital after that. And then she was in the hospital for quite a while again. Then the other day you seen her in a video, she had been home for probably a few days by the time we went to go see her. And the night that me and my daughter went to go have an April Christmas with her, she ended up back in the hospital again. And this time she spiraled pretty bad, to the point that the doctor asked me, well, what do we do? Like, do we just keep her comfortable? You know, so yeah, I think they've given her a few hours to a few days is what they said. But since that message, it's been a few days, but they're still saying the same thing. It could be a few more hours, it could be a few more days. But it looks like she's tapping out, I guess. I don't know how else to word that. I don't do death well. I've never been to a funeral in my life, never been around that stuff in my life. I've been solo for a majority of my life. Like, since I left the nest when I was a kid, I've been flying solo. Like, I'm not a family person. I'm not tight with anybody. I don't have that family bond and connection. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm a weird breed that way. And she's been in and out of wards that she can have visitors, and then they locked her in a COVID ward the other day, and now she couldn't have visitors again. And that's the last I heard, is that she's in a COVID ward and no visitors. So my aunt's been keeping me updated just about every single day, and I just wanted to keep you guys updated. Something that my aunt brought to my attention, and I don't know what to do in this scenario. My mom's got a cat. You guys probably seen her in that video. So if you're in the Fraser Valley area, Vancouver Island, Vancouver, the Fraser Valley, somewhere close, and you're interested in taking a cat, she has a cat. And the cat's been alone a lot through this. So my aunt's been going by like every day to go feed the cat and see the cat, but that's it. The cat's pretty much been alone since Christmas.
And the cat was never a social cat anyway. The cat never liked me. Every time I came over, the cat would just go hide in the bedroom, and Cruz would go over there and poke his nose and get swatted at once in a while. But yeah, if anybody knows, I don't know what to do in that situation. I wouldn't know. I obviously can't take a cat. Could you imagine that? Gong show inside of this van. Oh my god, it's gonna be fight central. Anyway, you guys, just wanted to keep you updated. It went from being such a beautiful day yesterday to rain on the roof last night. Hear the birds out there. And a few raindrops on the roof. Living in a camper van during a time when you can't have a camper van on the BC Ferry, that's a tough one. Yeah, anyway, guys. See you guys in the next video. Thanks for riding along with us. And, yeah, I don't know what else to say. I gotta get up. We're gonna make myself a coffee. What am I talking about? Make myself a coffee. I'm gonna drive up the street, go to Tim Hortons. I don't know why I do that every time I'm in town. I have the means of making coffee in my van, but I always seem to end up at the damn drive-thru grabbing myself either a Tim Hortons or a McDonald's coffee. I don't know. It's a weird thing I enjoy doing. Maybe it's that brief moment of, hi, good morning. I'm like, oh, hi, good morning. Someone said good morning to me. All right, you guys.
Do not take relationship advice from me. I'm just a single dude that lives in a van and, well, I poop in a bucket sometimes. So, yeah, will I ever get a girlfriend? I don't know. Maybe I should start taking applications. Send pictures. Hey, easy. It's a family-friendly channel. All right, guys, in all seriousness, do not send applications. I'm better off alone. All right, guys, see you soon. Peace out! Can't believe I made this video.